Okay, next thing we got to figure out is our top plate up here. We didn't put that on before, remember? So I got this nasty looking one here that needs to have something done to it, but I don't know what. It goes up here like this. Okay, and our riser goes right through the top here. It also has to hold the wire loom piece, which is this piece right here. So that goes through here like this. Yeah, like that. Ah, it's sharp. Like razors here. Alright, so that puts that like that. That goes in there like that. And the riser goes on here and the bar goes across here, and you got to make this fit the bar up here. So you have to mock up this 3 or 4 times to get it all right, at least. So for now we got these repop stinking risers I don't like. But I don't have any good ones yet. If we got some original ones floating around, I can use them. Preferably black. Or rusty, and I'll make them black. I know how to do that. Where's the other one at? I just did something with it. The mouse right in front of me. Now these are rubber mounted versions. They got rubbers inside of here. I'm not much for rubber, I like solid mounted parts. So there's a rubber inside of here, see? I don't know if I had that on the other one or not. Stupid rubber on there. Maybe. Find out. There's some V-twin knockoff part, probably. Be my guess. Another probably $100 piece of crap they make. Let's see. It appears there's some kind of a rubber on here, so I'm assuming that's the right one. Thought I saw something on the first time, but I'll double check just to make sure. Okay. Quarter. Ooh, that's actually what size it is. Imagine that. Yeah, socket's making a run for it. Okay, so I'm going to tighten down the riser bolt right here. Just enough to compress things. So if you look over here, the plastic tube is sticking up above the riser right here. So that means it's in the way. It's also leaning back a little bit. There's not much I can do about that. Obviously it's made wrong. Something's made wrong, or it wouldn't be sticking up like that. Not sure what the problem is, but probably just made wrong. I could flip it over and try to make it square. Maybe it's just the handlebars aren't square. I think it's just the handlebars aren't square. This one's rotated. And if you look at it from this angle, you probably see it. It's kind of important that they're square before you put all this together. So I have to get up here, top view, so I can look at it. Ugh. Easy to put a handlebar in there helps. With a plastic piece in the way, it's hard to do that. Yeah, that looks a lot more in line now. Amazing how that works when you put it together correctly. Huh? for that one. This one's a little off also. Okay, now it looks a lot straighter. Yeah. Now the plastic looks like it belongs in there, see? Okay, now this is sticking up way high for the straight riser, but you gotta remember something now. This is not the same height as this, it's supposed to be below that height. Because my bars, wherever they ran off to, where did my bars go to? Black, junky looking bars. Where they at? I hit them. Maybe over here with the exhaust system, who knows. I did something with them. Oh, found them. See this big hump right here? So it's not this height we worry about, it's got to be below that surface. Because these have to fit in there. You see it covers up that spot right there. So this goes right up in here like this. Oh, camera's in the way. Goes like that. So you got to grind this plastic away. If you just try to crush this plastic tube into there, it just splits it and breaks it. So you have to grind it away. It's hard to do that at the right angle also. Alright, so I'm just going to go in here and grind on this a little bit and try to make it more uniform. You can see I got to take an 1/8 inch off here and probably about the same below the surface too. The last time I did this I didn't do a very good job. I broke one and the other one looked like crap, so maybe I can do a better job this time. Alright. This time I got a nice large diameter ball. It's about a 3/4 inch. Kind of a pear-shaped thing. I don't know what they'd call that cutter, but anyway. That should allow me to get up in here and I can get that angle kind of close. Okay, before I do any damage, I'm going to get the stainless panels out of the way before I destroy them. Got a lot of work into making these fit, so I don't want to break them. Hardware in the way too. Okay. Get the camera out of the way. Yeah, I'll put the camera over here. That way you're out of the way of all the damage I'm going to be doing here in a minute. Kind of melts it. Looks pretty good actually. Too bad. Just kind of eyeballing a little bit. Put the camera over here, you can see a little better. Kind of. Yeah, camera's not tall enough to see. Yeah, right about in there. Maybe over here then. There you go. Right like that. Maybe you can see something that way. Of course, now the airline's in the way. Alright, that's it. You have to figure it out now. That's about having the right tool. It's definitely the right tool for the job. Front edge broke because it was digging in the cutter, and the cutter grabbed it and ripped it off each time. It's a noise you keep hearing when it goes gunk. Yeah. Oh well. Better. I think we'll just turn it around 180 and look a little better. Okay, we're going to do final cut on this one over here. Jeez. That big tit in the middle of that thing. Ah. All right. I think now we can actually try to mock it up, see what it looks like. Definitely tore the piss out of it though, and doing what it did. So there you go. I'll pull this off now, do a little deburring on it. See what it looks like. Back over where it belongs here. That's about the best one I've done so far. Like I said, it just kept digging a hole in that front edge and ripping it off, so that was the problem with that one. So you gotta have everything off the front of the bike to get this up. Pull the headlight, all the wiring, a lot of work. That's what it takes. Okay, I'm gonna go take a file of this a little bit and get the deburring tool. And we'll use this grinder, who knows. We're gonna work on this side over here. Ah, finger. Tripod's pinching my finger. Deburring tool and a file. I doubt the file is going to do very much. Doesn't appear to do much of anything actually. try this tool. This does a better job. It's all torn, broken, chipped off. So what happens, it rips and tears on it. Look at the difference in height. This might be too high, this is definitely too low. Do a mock-up, see. Probably have to grind this whole edge down a little bit, I'm sure. Who knows? If it's drag race tomorrow, I wouldn't be doing this, because this is cosmetic stuff. But now I got a little extra time, do it right. For land speed racing, I have to have switches hooked up on the handlebars. So if you don't want to do it correctly, you hide it like you're supposed to. At some point, I'll probably put this bike on the street, but for now, it's race bike. Okay, let's see how it works. Flip it over upside down, or not upside down, but backwards. And we'll see how it works. So this time we put the good part forward. There you go. It goes like that. What a difference. Alright, so before you pull that down too far, you got to put this in there. Cover's too far back, maybe? I can't tell. So put the rubber in the hole. Then I can put this in here. See, the top cover can move quite a bit. That's why you have to do it, so it loosens, so this will center it where it belongs. Then you tighten the handlebars down. Special tool. The other one in. The other side. rises up a little bit. The top plate have a little more room to wiggle. Goes. Have to find its own center point. Okay, those are tight. Not real tight, just a little tight. On the floor down here. Bring these down a little bit. Once again, not tight, just bring them down a little bit. Just gotta put the bars on here. I think it'll work pretty good. Now you know I'm gonna like this. Stupid Allen bolts, my favorite, right? These things look like crap. I hate Allen bolts. Repop crap. Alright, these go up here. Looks like it's going to fit all right. Up there, I'm guessing it's about centered. Okay. I'm not sure what angle those are going to be at, but probably something about there would be my guess. Something's getting crushed, probably the plastic. Powder coat, who knows what the hell it is. Let the frame hold the bike for you. You don't have to fight it. Okay, that's not too bad. There we go. Doesn't look awful bad. Not even bad on the back side. I figured there'd be a big gap over there, but it's good. There you get a little bit of gap on the edge. It's hitting here in the center, so it keeps it kind of bowed out a little bit. It's fine. This side here is nice and high, so it bows it out this way a little bit. You can see how it cups it out a little bit. Which is fine. Rubs the lines in the bar nice. A little bit of aerodynamic advantage, doesn't hurt anything. It matters at speed. Yeah, all that little shit matters. Alright, that's the best one I've done so far, and it's a little off, but overall it's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Looks good. Okay, so I have to figure out the bars. Now for the switches, I'm going to have to put two toggle switches on this bike. So this is a horn right here. So that's going to get turned into an on-off switch. This is our high-low under here, which I'll keep. So this bolt pattern right here, so it's one finger on that side. How's it on this one? Yeah, it's a little close. I think both these holes are going to be off a little bit. Have to see. Oh, I got my scale in my pocket. Dumbass. What do they make this for? Dumbass around here. It's a 1/2 inch out center. Okay, is this one a 1/2 inch on center? Bingo. It's close enough. Okay, so I just got to put a new hole over here someplace. And we'll be able to put 2 toggle switches on there. Like I said, I need a high-low for my headlight, and then I need the on-off, positive on-off for the ignition. Because the rules require you have to have positive on-off on the handlebar for land speed racing. It's too much to reach down here and do that. You might get confused at high speed. At least that's their stupid theories. But anyway, so I got to put a toggle switch here. I don't have a horn, don't have a starter button, so that's all I need it for. This will have the spark advance retard that's over there. That is not hooked up, but can be. Or if you run fuel class, you can hook it up to a petcock shutoff, which might be what it gets used for. Because I don't need that part of it. So and this over here is made for a twist throttle now because I modified it to fit. And they're the same length and same angle and same height, see? All right. Got my steering damper on there for being legal for that. So the only thing I have to do is I have to put cotter keys in my axle bolt back here. They're going to want to see a castellated nut back there. So this axle's good. It's already got a hole in it. That makes it easy. I don't know what the front axle is yet. I'm going to figure out what happened to that. I don't know if I ever pulled one out yet for the aftermarket hub yet. So we'll see. So right now the bike's a little bit low. It's a little low in the front, so that's a good thing that's low. We'll check our bike height here in a couple minutes. So I want to get my cowling up on here and make sure this all fits back up here where like it's supposed to with this cover on here now. Might have to do a little fine tuning on this. You never know. This should all just fit right back in here where it's supposed to. Looks like it all is doing what it's supposed to do. That's a plus. So the headlight you got to get on from the back side, which is hard to get to. So I got to work on these screws here for doing that, but that goes on here. Okay, so we're going to need a 1/2 inch nut and stuff for holding that on. There's a washer. There's a lock. Washer I can use. That looks good. Lock washer. I'd rather have a lock nut though. Yep. So the stock way of doing stuff. Nice camera view, not showing anything again. So normally I just have a lock washer each on the back of the bracket. So here's a washer, flat washer, here's a lock. You can use a standard nut on here if you do it this combo. Or I can put an actual lock nut on here and eliminate this stupid lock washer, which I don't particularly like. So I'm going to go ahead and find me a lock nut to go on here instead. A lot better way of doing things. So we're going to go find ourselves a 1/2 inch lock nut. So So let's go find a 1/2" lock nut. We can either dig up a used one or do the new one. Just grab a new one, it's easier. It's always easier to grab new hardware because I know where it's all at. Ooh, there's a nice crappy looking one. I like that. Ooh, that's nice. That's perfect. That looks like it's bigger than 1/2" though. Yeah, it's bigger than 1/2". Yeah, I gotta use a fancy one. Somebody's mixing up all my hardware over here. Somebody's been slamming the drawer shut. All the nuts are moving around. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so this goes on to here. Problem with this is the nut's gonna want to turn on you. That's the disadvantage of this design. So I can already see that's going to be a problem. Doesn't take much to make this thing just turn. Alright, so we're not going to use no lock nut. We're going to have to use a standard nut. Parts aren't made good enough. Damn it. No fun at all. Move my darn one. Threw my lock washer away. Where's my lock washers at? It's my mock-up box. A little bit of everything feeling into here. I know I had a lock washer, I just threw it in there, I thought. 7/16. Yeah, that appears to be one. That is a crappy lock washer. Perfect. Low tension, I like that. Okay, so I can't use this because it's too good. Harley don't make their parts good enough to get good parts. So now we can go with a 1/2". Yeah, what's that one? That's a gold one. I don't want gold. Whatever you do, don't put Loctite on this because you might never get that damn thing out of there. It's not a very good design, as you can tell, so I'll make it too good. Okay, so this just goes in here like this. So put our flat washer on there. Spread our load up a little bit. Lock washer. Standard nut. Hold the damn stud. There, I jammed it into the bracket a little bit. Here, that'll allow me to get it started anyway. Okay, I gotta figure out which proper angle is on it. High speed. Straight ahead. That's how you do it. About all you got room for is an open-end wrench on it. It kind of limits your torquing values too, but oh well, that's all they give you. Okay, I think that'll work. Torquing on there pretty good. Hopefully the headlight is halfway where it belongs. Okay, we do our panels. I forgot to look up to see what hardware goes here, but it's knowing Harley, it's probably another one of those 1/4" the Philister head screw, I bet. Have to go find some if I need those. That's probably what they use. Nice. Okay, so this cowbell is now making this panel not fit. See, I had all that fitted in there just perfect. Now it doesn't fit. See how this is in the way right here? So the height of this cowbell is keeping this here from going backwards. That's why now it doesn't line up, which means none of this is going to line up. Now if you use the correct one, it doesn't have this piece of metal right here, which just happens to be the thickness of material I need. See here? See how the metal's below it? See how that would keep it from, allow it to fit in there a little bit better. See the height of this is right where the height of that's at. And that's what I need to move it back. Is the distance of that is what this is being held out. Now if you don't want to use these, then you're going to have to bend all of this stuff through here a lot more than what it is. And I don't know how you're going to stretch it that far because it's a tight squeeze. So I think I'm going to have to change out these cowbells to instead of original ones. Damn it. Or at least a repop set of them. So I got my one set here, but I have to go see if I got anything better. These aren't original, these are fine thread. These look like they're fine thread ones anyway. So I'll probably swap those out, put those on there. Alright, yeah, that's a pain in the butt. Oh well, away it goes. Okay, I'll be back. I got to disassemble the fork. Okay, got the correct cowbells on here now. When you put the cover on there now, it kind of more or less fits on the hole where it belongs now. And clean a lot of this glue and shit off my covers. Got these things covered up finally. Been working on this about an hour. Brake clean is the one that takes this stuff off, is glue. So anyway, I'm getting ready to hook up this other one. So it goes together pretty easy now. Finger's halfway frozen from all the brake clean, but oh well. Let's see, where's my screws? Started. On there where they belong. Great. There it is. Okay, I went and looked at the part number for the screw over here, and it just says screw. It doesn't tell you what kind of screw it is, but all the numbers around the Harley, the part numbers around here, the screw. Being a Phillips over here, I figured probably do a Phillips screw here instead of a straight slot. So we got a Phillips screw, and I got my little stainless star washer to go behind it. They don't show anything like that, but my bike's going to be a race bike. I want to make sure the screws don't unscrew off of here. So let's put that together like that. Make sure this is all under where it belongs. And this one goes in here, like that. There we go, that's how they're supposed to be. Take all that crap off the darn sheet metal there. Stinking ass glue crap. Can't clean that cover without taking it all the way off, but at least clean the parts I get to. All right. This is all on there now. What I don't like is the way the cover looks around the front here. got a big gap up under here, it looks like, but I know it's because it's on top of the ledge, but it just looks like crap. Now you got a sharp edge on here. Doesn't look very good like that. But, oh well, that's the way they made it, and what you can do about it. So anyway, these are all fitting up pretty clean. Flows right across here pretty good. Nice and strong for how it is. These cowbells are definitely what was required to make it fit correctly. So I need a couple sets of these stainless steel cowbells. Now these ones were off of a 70s shovelhead bike because they had the fine thread screw in it. This one here is pretty nice, not scratched or not all beat up or anything. It's scratched up but not damaged. This one here is all beat to hell. I straightened a lot of this out. I did this before, but it's pretty. This side wasn't too bad. It's wavy. This side had a huge dent all through here. You can see it in there. So anyway, if anybody's got a couple sets of these floating around, let me know. I can use them. Let me know what you want for them. I want them to be stainless though, but they can't have the tall top like those Evo ones are. They got to be this style. But anyway, that's what it looks like. So it's starting to look like a bike now, a little bit. Not sure what the height's going to be until I put the wheel up in here. So that was the last thing I wanted to get done tonight, was to figure out what the wheel height's going to be. So anyway, all this other stuff was looking pretty good. A little more gap over here than I thought I had. Maybe do a little more squeezing on this side, maybe. Yeah, I'll work on a little fine tuning still. Headlights pretty well. Fairly close to where it's going to be. Might have to do a little massaging on that yet. Alright, this is the old wheel. Don't have time to do the Timken hub just yet. I don't know what to do about that stupid powder coat. Nobody told me why it did this on the powder coat. I don't know why. It's done it twice now. I don't know what to do about it. I don't like it, but oh well. It's going to go on a bike if I don't get something else. Alright. Appears the bike's going to go a little higher in the air. Quite a bit higher, probably. Okay, I got to find me a front axle to go with this thing too. Somewhere we got a front axle. I guess there's one of the boxes behind us over here. Somewhere down in all this crap. It resembles this axle. This is an original Star Hub axle, so it only works as the original Star Hub. Which in this case is okay, because that's what we got right now. They're chasing after us again. Alright, so we're going to see what this is going to be like over here. Have to jack the bike up a little bit. So right now the bike is definitely low in the front. When you look down here under the bike, you can definitely see how it's low under here compared to over there. But 4 inches up is not going to be what I want, but that's what it is. That's about where it should be, right there. Slightly high in the front, but not much. But that's way off from where the this front wheel is going to be. We're 2 inches off still. So this bike's going to be like a motocross bike. Should be a lot lower than this. I don't like high bikes. I get nosebleeds when I get too high in the air. Okay, what do we got over here? I got to put the sleeve in the wheel for that. I was using that over here. There you go. What's nice about a Star Hub wheel, all you need is a sleeve. You don't need to have the brake on here to do anything. Alright, let's get rid of this camera for a minute. I can't work and put all this in there without all these parts here. See, that goes there. Yeah. Touch something dirty again. Ah, come on. Problems on this side, I think. Go in. Tight fit. Now it's in all the way. Man, no way that's correct. Yeah, it needs a backing plate. Yep. Definitely need a backing plate in there. Up in there. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Yeah, that sits about in there. It sits about there. Alright, you do need a backing plate because that's the gap for the backing plate. So there's the wheel halfway centered up in the bike. That's a plus. And how's this wheel here? It's been sitting for a while, but that's fairly straight. It's a brand new tire. I haven't used it yet. What's this, an E4, E3? Dunlop E3. Good tire. Definitely will work. Alright, so how low is this bike going to be? Pull all this out. I'm going to pull down the suspension in the front. Equalize the load. About there. Okay, there's our ride height. So that's what it looks like right there. So doesn't look too awful uneven. That's my height indicator here. Yeah, we're definitely lower in the back than the front, no doubt about that. About a ½ inch difference there. That's because we went up 2 inches in the front. Alright, well anyway, that's how it looks. So, see how it's going to be halfway decent when it's all on the ground. Alright, that's going to be it for now. I got to get the, I'm waiting for Ben to come by to polish the sliders up a little bit. These look like they polished up pretty good, so I'm going to leave them alone. I just got to get the glue off the damn things, so I'll take this all back off to figure out that. I got to get the headlight screws fixed so I can put it together. But overall, it looks pretty good. Handlebars look good. Got to drill a hole up there for that. Obviously, there's no clutch or primer in it yet. And I got to get the seat back onto it. But other than that, it's almost done. Yeah, no problem. If we had the race tomorrow, it's almost midnight, so we have plenty of time to finish it. Yeah, as long as I didn't have to sleep. Yeah, it's easy how it works. All right, well, that's it for tonight. I'm going to call it early. I'll get home before tomorrow for once. All right, that's it.